Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I also want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to all you fellow laborers that are kicking this word in sincerity and in faith. The Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Kayaha Rakakwadash for the Holy Spirit, resting upon me to do this lesson. Now, the name of this lesson is There will soon be an explosion of race riots in America. And this is according to biblical prophecy. Now, we've seen reports of people fighting over toilet paper, non-perishable foods, things of that nature. Well, there's also a lot of people who are lining up at these gun stores. All right, liquor, marijuana, and guns are also popular amongst coronavirus hoarders. Ammo sales surge at Alabama gun shops. Why? Because whenever there's scarcity, there's competition. Whenever there's competition, there's conflict. And the conflict is going to be amongst racial lines. Going back to this one, U.S. gun store owners say Asian customers are buying weapons over coronavirus backlash fears. Gun stores are reporting a sharp rise in the number of Asian people purchasing firearms to protect themselves from racist attacks amid the coronavirus outbreak. David Liu, the owner of Arcadia Firearm Safety in San Gabriel Valley, has claimed that he has seen around 10 times more customers walk through his doors in recent weeks. It was crazy, Liu told Newsweek. One example is on March 3rd and 4th. I had 50 plus people come in here to take their firearm safety test, and every one of them bought a gun. That's quite unusual for my small shop. They're all coming in because the media is telling them that Asians are being targeted, Chinese are being targeted. Ammo sales surge at Alabama gun shops. They got AR, they got the heavy artillery stuff. Don Langford unlocked the doors 20 minutes early Saturday to accommodate the frantic crowds rushing into a Palika store, because that's going to give you the upper hand if you got to fight somebody for some resources. All right, whether it be food in terms of bread, beans, or whether it be water, whether it be toilet paper, gas. If you got a AR or something like that, and the next person ain't got nothing, they're going to have to yield. They're going to say, man, you got it. So that's why these people are doing that, man. They preparing for the worst. But these shoppers worried about the coronavirus pandemic weren't seeking bottled water, medicine, hand sanitizer, and toilet paper. They were in search for guns, ammunition, body armor, and other self-protection essentials. Literally, they are nervous, said Langford, owner of Southern Survival for the past 6 years. Customers are saying they are stocking up. I tried to order as much as I could last week, and we have a good supply right now, but it's looking like it could be similar to Walmart in toilet paper. Retail gun stores and shooting ranges are reporting a surge of interest in mostly ammunition as uncertainty continues to loom over the virus spreading and the potential that some people may have to quarantine themselves. Langford said he's not seen a surge of sales like this since the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando in 2016, when gun makers saw an increase in activity as speculation rose over the potential of tougher gun control measures following a mass shooting that killed 49 people and injured 53. At Alabama Guns and Outdoors in Pelham, owner Russell England said the hot sellers are ammunition, small handguns, and AR-15 type of guns. Yeah, that's that heavy stuff. Because a handgun, that's more so, that's like some self-defense type stuff. AR is like, okay, I'm ready to actually be on the offense. All right, folks are absolutely storing up some ammo. They are unsure of what the next month might hold. He added, everyone who comes into a gun store has a conversation. They are discussing politics and what's going on in the community, and everyone is worried and concerned. A recent analysis by the online ammunition retailer Ammo.com shows sales ratcheting up since February 23rd, with some brands experiencing a considerable surge since early February. The uptick comes after the industry had been experiencing a slump. The slump came from a pushback AR-style guns that had been in mass killings, leading some major manufacturers like Remington to go into bankruptcy, which that's crazy. I didn't even know they went into bankruptcy. Remington, they make a lot of shotguns. You got Remingtons, you got Mossberg, you got Winchesters. We know certain things. Like myself, I have a Winchester Revelation. All right, it's an older model, which I don't even use it. I just got it a long time ago. And it's licensed. All right, we know certain things impact ammo sales, mostly political events or economic instability when people feel their rights may end up infringed. But this is our first experience with a virus leading to such a boost in sales. But it makes sense. A lot of our customers like to be prepared, and for many of them, it's not just face masks and Theraflu. It's knowing that no matter what happens, they can keep themselves and families safe. The nationwide run on ammunition is real. Very, very real, said Frank Manuel, owner of Montgomery Indoor Shooting Complex. Let me see what else. They are scared they are not going to get the imported products, said Ross. Yeah, they can't get the cheap Chinese guns. All right, and finally, let me touch on this. Liquor, marijuana, and guns are also popular amongst coronavirus hoarders. Amid widespread shortages of hand sanitizers and hand wipes in supermarkets and drugstores, people are turning to a makeshift substitute. Everclear, a brand of 120 proof grain alcohol that has been flying off the shelves of a BevMo in Culver City, which Culver City, that's right by Inglewood. It's in LA. All right, normally we sell a few bottles of that stuff a week, store manager Paul Pabick said. But word is spreading fast that at 120 proof or 60% alcohol, it can kill any germ that is out there. We had 24 bottles in stock on Monday, and they were all sold by Thursday. Let me jump down. At Martin B. Redding Gun Shop in Culver City, a line of prospective customers stretched outside the door. Inside, they were shoulder to shoulder, waiting up to 5 hours for service. A fast food truck was taking orders at the curb. The manager of the store declined to comment. It was a rare windfall of business for the store, but some people got tired of waiting and left empty-handed. I want to buy a handgun. I think they call it a Glock, but I'm not sure. I have a house and a family, and they'll need protection if things get worse. The fear, he added, is that civil services will break down. And that's all I'm gonna read on that one, man. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Right, we're going to see the division of races, which biblically, a nation is what you would consider today a race. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. That's right. So our people that are joined unto these heathens, you're going to fall by the sword. Their children, especially in LA, especially these Edomites, because these Edomites, they're not really active in gangs like that. There's some like skinheads, neo-Nazis, but that's more so like in Orange County. So a lot of them and the Moabites, they don't really bang like that, like certain Vietnamese do. Cambodians do, but they're more so Japhetic people, right? So they, the Koreans, they're not really active like that. But see, Jake is known for having the heat. Issachar, Judah, Zebulun, they're out there active. All right, and a lot of them, they're not going to go to no gun store. All right, they're going to go to the Cambodian who get it fresh off the box, right off the boat. But see, that's slowing down now. But see, a lot of Jakes already got access, man. Even if they don't really tote guns like that, they cousin or they older brother or even a mom can toss them something. All right. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled. See, and that's why people are buying these things, because they want to make sure they can hold down the house. I have a house and a family, and they'll need protection if things get worse. The fear is that civil services will break down. Right, so there ain't no police to call. That's a civil service. So look, I got to hold it down myself. So let me go ahead and pick up an AR, pick up a Glock, get me a Beretta, whoop-de-whoop. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, means what? Robbed, and their wives ravished. See, and people fear these things. See, this is beginning to get real for people. That's why they line it up for 5 hours to go and pick up something to hold down the house. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Right, and people are beginning to realize that the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Now, the modern sword is the what? The gun. Which is why you can't make this up, man. See, this is right out of the Bible. For there shall be sedition among men. Let's look up that word sedition. Oh, and by the way, you're supposed to be on fire right now. Sedition, conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. Right, so people are gonna rebel against the government, because civil services are going to break down. There's not going to be any order, so people are going to take matters into their own hands. Sedition is overt conduct such as speech and organization that tends towards insurrection against the established order. That's right, and there's going to be a lack of order out here, which again, the fear he added is that civil services will break down. So that's why they're doing things on their own. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. One people meaning black people, so-called black people, to fight against another, meaning so-called white people. Which that's a race war. And they're going to have swords in their hands. Going to have machetes, pistols. Let me give you this. Rocket launchers. Hey, because quiet is kept. You got Jakes in the hood that got rocket launchers, man. Hey, it's gonna get crazy out here. And you people, you're not considering this fully. It's just beginning to hit you, man. But those of us who have been blessed with the eye salve, see, we already know what time it is. See, we see it coming before it happens. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation. Right, the nation of Israel against the nation of Edom. The nation of Moab against the nation of Edom. We see that, man. Race wars. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, right? And that's why people are hoarding, because they fear a famine. And pestilences, well, COVID-19, that's a pestilence. And earthquakes, there was an earthquake not too long ago up in Truckee, which is about 45 minutes, an hour away from me. And earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, because in the midst of all this, there's going to be earthquakes, there's going to be tornadoes. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? And this is just the proverbial tip of the iceberg, man. It's just getting started, baby. All right, back in verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, right? People are going to be invading different neighborhoods. You're gonna have Edomites trying to go into Moabite neighborhoods, Chinatowns. You're gonna have Judites trying to go up in Edomite neighborhoods. And there's already militias set up. See, Esau, he got militias. Jake got different hoods, gangs, sets. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings, nor princes. Again, civil services is going to break down. That's the fear, and that's going to happen. So they shall not regard their kings, nor princes. Right, so the president, ain't nobody going to be listening to Trump. They ain't going to be listening to Gavin Newsom. They ain't going to be listening to Steinberg, which that's the mayor of Sacramento. They ain't going to be listening to London Breed, which that's the mayor of San Francisco. Nor princes in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, they're going to be able to do what they want. Why? Because they're going to have the power in their hand, which the power for them is going to be the sword. And you're going to see, man, you're going to see the power of the gun in these days. The power of force. Yet there's nothing better than the power of faith. The faith that we have in Yahweh Yahushua, which is why we don't have to worry about none of that. As a matter of fact, we grab this in the book of Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh. Right, so we're to wait upon Yahweh. Okay, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I might assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Yeah, because pretty much we're going to be sitting this out. We're just going to be on the sidelines watching it. And we're forecasting it right now. All right, so just a quick lesson. I want to touch on that briefly. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Call halayim la Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, for blessing me to be alive in this time, man, on this Shabbat. Till next time, Shalom.